White British influencer Ollie London has announced that he's transracial and now identifies as Korean, having undergone surgery to make him look Asian.
Or anyone online as British, because I identify as Korean. That's just my culture, that's my home country, that's exactly how I look now.
A deluge of ignorant transracial haters responded to Ollie's announcement by suggesting that transracial isn't a thing. I'm sorry, but you can't just choose to be Korean. It's a nationality and ethnicity. You have to be born Korean. Korean isn't a pronoun, nor is it a persona you decide to suddenly take on because of K-pop hype. Okay, bigots. Why can't Ollie identify as, in his own words, LGBT Korean? Ollie says that being transracial is just like being transgender. If you can be transsexual, you can also be transracial. Why are there such double standards and hypocrisy with people criticizing me for being Korean? It's the same as someone who was born in the wrong body and wants to become a man or a woman. I was actually born in the wrong body. And who could argue with him? As everybody knows, someone who was born with two X chromosomes identifying as a man is perfectly normal. So why can't someone who was born Caucasian identify as Asian? For years, they've been telling us that race is a social construct, which means I could identify as a black BLM protester, loot a Walmart, and then have all the charges dropped. Maybe I could even become the head of a black civil rights organization. Which reminds me, if race is just a social construct, why was Rachel Dolezal treated so badly?
I say, yeah, I do, I am black.
I mean, this is what she looked like before turning into a black woman, but again, who is anyone to question that? People are also bashing Ollie because he reimagined the Korean flag to suit his new identity. They say it's offensive to Korean culture and insults the flag's meaning. Because constantly revising flags and reimposing meanings upon them is really bad, right? Say the same people who created this flag. In fact, I'll tell you what's more insulting. The fact that transracial hasn't been added to the pride flag. Good luck making room for it. I covered a story earlier about how a woman who complained to We Spa in Los Angeles over a man exposing his schlong to little girls in the female area, someone likely to be the same person who apparently bragged while in the female shower about how many women he'd slept with, but the woman who complained was called transphobic and told to find a new spa. The dude at the spa with his schlong hanging out didn't even bother to make the effort. But Ollie here has gone through extensive surgery at a cost of over $150,000. So it's time for the bigots to shut their mouths. It's time for LGBTQI+ to incorporate transracial and become LGBTQITR+. Anything less would be a hate crime.